Hey guys, what's going on? It's been a long time since E3, hasn't it? And all I've talked about from E3 is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And we got another direct on that, so I talked way too much about that. I wanted to talk about today another game that we saw at E3 nearly 2 months ago, and that is Super Mario Party. I feel like this is one of the overlooked games from E3. No one's talking about it all that much, but I'm personally really excited for this. It looks absolutely awesome, and I think it's going to be a great multiplayer experience when you have a lot of people hanging out around. It's kind of the development team said they're taking the opportunity to kind of reinvent the Mario Party franchise here. I think they were up to like 10 games before. There are way too many Mario Party games, and the numbers, too many numbers. So it's good that they've kind of restarted and, no numbers. It's kind of a unique game, completely new stuff going on here, and the ad's actually a little bit cheesy. It kind of reminds me, it's not quite as bad as some of the Wii U ads, but it kind of reminds me of that time, that dark, dark time where all the crappy Wii U ads that were cringy as heck. This is pretty cringe, but not as bad as the Wii U cringe. But I did also watch all of the Treehouse footage, which gave you a much better idea of how the game worked than the actual trailer did. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about that, if that's cool. So the normal gameplay, or the regular game mode in Super Mario Party, consists of you on a board where there's not it's not a typical board game where you're just going in a circle. You can kind of go anywhere on the board that you want. Of course, you're rolling dice to move around board game style, and you're trying to collect coins and get to Toadette and buy a star from Toadette, and you're trying to have more stars than all the other players on the board. And basically, after everybody's moved each turn, there will be a mini game, which is an opportunity to win a lot of coins. And as you move around the board, you'll be able to trigger special events, as well as collect coins and items that you can use to collect more coins if you want to, or get other people farther behind, or get yourself moved up a bit, which is the items are a big part of the chaos. But I think the overall gameplay, there's an entire 20-minute Nintendo Treehouse session on the gameplay of this particular game mode. So if that interests you, you can watch that. Basically, you're moving around the board, and it's really nice that you're not moving in a linear progression. You can kind of go anywhere you want on the board. It's like a grid. But yeah, you gotta get to Toadette and buy a star from her, but you might not have enough coins, so you gotta go around the board and collect coins first, and then go to Toadette and get the star. I think it looks very, very, very fun and enjoyable, and gonna be great if you have a lot of friends. And I think this is also be fun to play by yourself. I don't know if you'll be able to play with computer players or not, but I think it looks like it'd be pretty fun to play with computer players too. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. Main mode looks awesome to me. So I don't have that much to say about it, but there's not that much to really talk about. It looks awesome. The end. You can also play this kind of the regular mode here. You can also play it with teams. So instead of being against all of your friends, you're with one of your friends against another team, which I think is a really cool way to play on team mode. I feel like that's kind of the superior, in my opinion. I'll probably be playing team mode. Yeah, you can also go out for yourself as well. But the team mode's pretty cool. Also interesting to note is, of course, there are a lot of different boards in the game, and different boards are going to have different board hazards. I would say stage hazards, but it's not really stages. They're game boards. So I guess we're going to call these board hazards that can be triggered in different form factors and things like that, which kind of spices up the gameplay a bit. I think it's pretty darn cool. Everything about this game looks pretty darn cool, and I'm actually pretty excited for this game. Like I said, I think it's getting overshadowed by a lot of other stuff that's happening this year, but I'm still pretty excited for it. It looks pretty cool. It looks much better than the last Mario parties that I've played. This one, the concept is good, intriguing, hooking, if that's a word, and yeah, seems pretty cool. But of course, what makes Mario Party truly Mario Party is the mini games, and this game has lots and lots of mini games that take advantage of the Joy-Con controller. Some that take advantage of the Joy-Con abilities, and some that are just plain out fun with traditional controller style. So yeah, they showed off quite a few of the mini games at E3, and they all look relatively fun. There are a few where I can see the motion controls being annoying if they don't work correctly. So we'll have to wait till we get our hands on the game to figure out whether those motion controls are actually going to be like fun or if they're kind of ruin those games. But a lot of the mini games don't use motion controls, so that's good as well. And yeah, there's also you play the mini games after every turn in the regular game mode. There's also a mode you can just go in and just play mini games if that's what you want to do, which is pretty darn cool. There's like you can play like a series of mini games, choose individual mini games. You can even play mini games online. So this game has got the mini games down. It's pretty darn cool. Then there's this other weird mode that exists that's kind of strange. It's called Toad's Rec Room, and those games require you to have two separate switches, and it's kind of interesting how it utilizes both of the switches. It's kind of neat. They're just little bitty mini games that just kind of show you how cool it is, what you can do with two switches. But it seems kind of on the tech demo-ish side. It doesn't seem all that polished and enhanced and beautiful. So yeah, there's one where you're trying to line up the bananas between the two switches and swipe them and get them to match up. There's another one that's kind of like We Play Tanks, except you can make your own tank arena by positioning the switches however you like. And like I said, it's a pretty cool concept. I think it'd be fun and charming for a little while because it's really cool how it works. But at the same time, I feel like the charm would wear off pretty quickly. The whole effect and gravity of what you're doing would wear off pretty quickly, and it just kind of get boring. I don't know how many games are going to be in Toad's Rec Room. Of course, that's not the main part of the game, so it's not all that important. But yeah, that's just kind of how that is. Like I said, it's a very interesting concept. I'm just not exactly sure the practicality of it and how fun it would be for an extended period of time. And then the fact you also have to have two switches that presumably both have to have Super Mario Party on it in order to play, so you'd have to have your friends over for certain. But I would hope that they would have a free app to download from the Switch eShop to play the Toad's Rec Room games on a second Switch without needing to connect that, buy the game on that Switch as well. You can just have it on one Switch would be nice. But yeah, you never really know. So yeah, cool. It's an interesting concept. Just don't know how well it's gonna work. And there you have it. That is basically Super Mario Party so far. For a game that's coming out in October, which is only 2 months away from now, we sure don't know that much about it. We know a lot about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, or at least more than we probably think we do. We know a lot about Smash Ultimate. Seems like Super Mario Party is a little bit too elusive for a launch that's only 2 months away, which I'm finding a little bit concerning. The reveal trailer was very unclear as to what exactly was going on there. It was just kind of a get people hyped type trailer. And while we did get a good idea of a lot of stuff in the Nintendo Treehouse footage, the amount of people who actually watched the Treehouse footage, very, very, very minimal. And luckily we got people like me who are here to tell the people who did not watch the Treehouse footage what exactly happened during the Treehouse footage. Like, I just basically summed it up in like 5 minutes, whereas it's like an hour of gameplay. But still, there's some details I didn't get to. There is a lot of stuff going on in the Nintendo Treehouse gameplay for this game, so if you are interested in this game, that would be my go-to source if you want to learn more about this game, is to watch the Nintendo Treehouse footage. I can link you to that, and you can watch that. That's probably going to give you the most info on what exactly is going on in this game. But yeah, I think it looks really, really fun. I'm actually really excited for this. I'm probably more excited for this than I am for the Pokemon games. I don't know. The Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee just didn't really impress me all that much. I thought they would impress me. I kind of overhyped it before they were even announced, and then I was kind of underwhelmed. I thought the HD graphics would look a bit more impressive than they do. I feel like they basically just upscaled the 3DS graphics. Like, the scale is really bad for the fact you're going to be playing on a TV. I don't know. I'm getting way off topic. I'm talking about Pokemon in a game about Super Mario Party. But yeah, I think Super Mario Party looks really fun. I'm really excited. It's going to be near the top of my list of Switch games to buy when it comes out. And I do find it a bit concerning that we don't have more information at this point, assuming that it really is a launch, in 2 months. So go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. What do you think about this game? Are you excited for it? Do you wish we had more details at this point? You should, because we don't have much. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.